This film collects the opinions of people about the Avoca Beach Cinema over a 12-year period. First, a Melbourne Cup Day round about 2000, and the 50th birthday party a year later. Then, in the mid-2000s, a Tibetan fundraiser, and the last night before the hunters took over. Lastly, some comments from 2012, when the announcement for 5 screens caught everyone by surprise. Now, we'd like to identify everyone on the screen. So if you know who they are, write to the address at the end. Lost in the shadows of the past, they each have a number.
Well, I just think a little theatre like this, as cute as this, it really should stand for years to come. It's obviously given a lot of pleasure to people in the past, and it should still continue.
Oh yes, well it's something that we should keep. These little theatres are going out, and the atmosphere in there is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, the Avoca Theatre, it's like the heart and soul of Avoca Beach. It's well known all throughout the state. People know about Avoca Beach and the theatre, and I love it.
I can't find a glass for liquor, so I just get one of these.
What about
We moved up here from Sydney about 94.
Yes.
We've been coming regularly since then.
Are you in the area?
Yes, we live at Yatalunga,
Where's that?
near Saratoga.
Oh right, so you're not Avocans then?
No, we're not Avocans, no, we come over.
This place is one of the most civilised places on the Central Coast.
Isn't it? Yeah. It's the reason
Charming atmosphere, pardon?
It's the reason I moved to Avoca actually.
I'm not surprised, because this place, it's an absolute gold mine.
Just looking at it now, it's just so beautiful to come into.
The funky lush, eh?
I remember going to it when I was courting my wife. That was in 1951, 52.
Today is a really fantastic example of a community celebrating one of their assets, and sort of it's just marvellous. I mean, sort of.
Oh, it's marvellous. Yes, we came last year, and it's just been wonderful. Terrific atmosphere and a great way to spend the Melbourne Cup.
I like walking down the hill with a bottle of wine and sending out for a pizza and having it delivered into my lap at the al fresco and watching the movie.
You like the al fresco?
Yeah, I do. I think it's wonderful.
Are you prepared to fight for it?
I think so.
It's beautiful. We want to keep it this way.
I'm from America, and we don't have anything that I know of that's like this. And
I go all the time.
She only lives up the road.
I'm up on the hill, and I nearly live here. I love it.
We think it's magic, and we think what's happening here is an absolute disgrace to the Central Coast, and Gosford Council should be thoroughly ashamed of themselves.
Well, they haven't done anything yet.
Oh, you don't think this is a foregone conclusion? The development.
what can I do for you?
Something under the name of
And this is
I adore the Avoca Theatre. I have been coming for years, and you can always be assured of great programs, and I love the different programs they have. Not the things that you can see at all the big movie houses. And it's got a charming atmosphere, and everybody I know think it's a wonderful place, and we want to see it flourish and go on forever.
For the Australian Tibetan Council to make people aware of the plight of the Tibetans, of the takeover of the Tibet in the 1950s. That's why we're showing the movie tonight.
I love it. I've been going to it for years and years, and I'd love to really try and support it as much as I can. I don't go to any other theatres on the coast. I only come here and wait to see movies.
What I like about the theatre here is they show the movies that the other theatres won't, which is great. So there's not too many places you can go to see a lot of movies that they show here.
I love it. I think it's unique, and it serves a section of the community that doesn't want to go along en masse, like a lot of cattle, to a multi-cinema.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so hospitality, it's free and tea and coffee, and you refresh yourself and wherever you come from long distances or so, and it's lovely. It's one of the jewels of the Central Coast.
Most unusual. I think it'd be a real shame, a big shame.
I think it's a wonderful theatre. Absolutely. I'm new to the coast.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's a great atmosphere. It shows great movies.
But it's got a feeling, and as soon as you walk through the doors, there's something in here that you don't get at the other places. And I think it'd be a great pity to see it changed or altered.
It's like the atmosphere of a theatre, of how it used to be, and a friendly atmosphere, and you walk in and you really feel like you're going to the movies.
We love Avoca Theatre. Great place.
And it's such a refreshing change to the larger, more commercial organisation, so I hope that we can do something to keep it going.
I think it's a marvellous asset to the community, and I think that...
I think it's the best theatre on the Central Coast. You know, I don't go to any other theatre except Avoca and one over at Ettalong, and that's it. I'll only support the independent theatres.
What is good about it?
It's got character, it's got atmosphere, it's unusual. It's part of the heritage, as far as I'm concerned, of the Central Coast.
Yeah, it has got charm. And it's just lovely. It adds to the atmosphere of going to the movies. This is what going to the movies is all about. Going to Hoyts, you might as well hire a video, I reckon.
We're very impressed. It's a bit of the old world. Being old, I guess, puts it in favour of a theatre of this type as against the modern complexes that have no character. Industrialised, I don't know how to express it quite, but not an atmosphere that appeals to me as against this place here that is full of atmosphere and whole Australia.
Well, I feel exactly the same, and I feel that the little theatre itself is absolutely unique. I love the furnishings. I rather like the cup of coffee that you can take in and sit and enjoy, and I rather like the man at the piano. But we tend to look at the films, and what's on here we'll come to. But I will not go to the new complexes as a matter of principle.
How much do I love this place? I love it as long as I've been living here in Gosford. And we've come from South Africa, so, you know, since we immigrated here. It was the most charming place I think I've ever been to. Reminding me a bit of my childhood almost. And perhaps that's what I want, is this place helps me relive. And to think that its authenticity is just wonderful. I love it anyway. And all my friends.
Do they?
All my friends.
How can you make this better? It's unique. How can you make it better? You can't.
You could tweak it a little bit, but it doesn't really need very much. So that
anyone that you bring from anywhere else, isn't that
That's
wonderful?
right.
You know?
You don't find this everywhere. If you want to go to Erina, you go to Erina.
And
you go to Tuggerah.
I also like the building because it's a heritage building, even if it needs a little bit of doing up.
Well, I think it's a tragedy that humanity can't see the beauty of heritage, and that we lose our souls through throwing a few shekels at our feet. So I wait for the resurrection and the community spirit that's been seen here tonight.
No, it's incredibly sad, and I just wish there was something that could be done, and I just wish this, I don't know if it's progress or what they call it, do you?
No, I think it's all about money.
Yeah, everything's about money today, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a shame. I just love the way it is.
Oh, I think it stinks, sorry. But it's a real crime, I reckon.
Wow, I had my first French kiss in this cinema.
Really?
That big. True.
What do you feel about the changes?
Oh, nothing stays the same. Yesterday's gone forever. They're going to build something better, aren't they? Anyway, it's quite uncomfortable in there, to be honest, and cold. I think there's still a bit of... No, look, it's a damn shame. History's wonderful. Who cares? No one cares, really. There's more important things to care about.
Well, we retired to the coast 9 years ago, and it's been a haven for us to come here. We love the atmosphere and the art, movies, and just the people.
How do you think I feel? I bought a mug, which I hope is not going to be a collector's item for another 20 years. The battle is not yet over.
That's right.
Believe me, it is not.
Next is a person that I'd really like to identify. She worked for a multiplex, and really, understood what Avoca's advantage is.
I think there's something very magical about a single screen because people wait together, they see together, they leave together, they talk together.
It's what going to the cinema should be, in my opinion. And I think I work in a multiplex cinema. I've worked in theatres for 6 years and I'm now a manager of a very large cinema, and we try incredibly hard to create the sort of atmosphere that this place has, which is you have great customer service, people have time to talk, and running a multiplexes don't have nice atmosphere because you have 15-year-olds running around, you have adults there to see art house films. You actually get a lot of conflict between different groups, and it's hard as a manager to try and keep all those people happy. And this sort of place, because it's showing one movie, the atmosphere is always what it should be because, you know, like the same people will be coming to see the same sort of films. You'll have a lot of like-minded people, and there's places to have conversations and actually interact with people instead of just going to a...
Well, there's nothing quite like a one-screen cinema. I mean, there's the intimacy. It's like it's a very enclosed. I mean, the five-screen complex would drive me away without a doubt. Absolutely, go. Let's keep it simple.
I've got a holiday house up here, and if I go to the movies anywhere, I go to Avoca. And if Avoca became 5 screens, then why would I go there? I'd go to Erina, or I'd go somewhere else.
No, say no to 5. Keep Avoca Cinema just as it is. We love it.
I like to. It'd be nice to just keep it small, keep it as it is.
Yeah, maybe one more screen if they have to.
If they have to, yeah, only if they had to. But I mean, it's part of. I mean, we have so few buildings that are, you know, old.
I would definitely say no. Don't change it. It's beautiful as it is. It's got that gorgeous Art Deco feel to it, and
it's part of the character of the area, and you know, it's a landmark. So it would be a shame for it to be demolished in yet another multiplex.
No, they're not going to demolish it. They're going to envelop it with this new development.
Oh, I see.
Sad to see a development be approved because it would just change Avoca completely.
It's just really nice. I wouldn't want it to change. It's really good. And the parking, if we're going to build a whole pile of other things, that would be a real issue. At the moment, there's not enough anyway. So, but the way it is really nice.
So no to 5?
Sorry?
No to 5?
Definitely.
Oh, no, one is fine.
No.
One is
No to
fine.
5.
No to 5. No to 5.
No to 5. Yeah, that's it.
Leave it as it is.
Yeah.
No, you don't want that for Avoca. There's not enough parking for a start. You want it to remain quirky and unique and just something special for the little as it is.
I love how there's kind of local advertising in there when you kind of walk in. So, I mean, that's what makes it special for me. I actually look forward to coming up. I don't go to cinemas back home, to tell the truth.
This is wrong. There's a local, beautiful little cinema, good as it always has been. Should stay the same way.
You've been to surfing movies?
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
It's great. It's a annual thing that we do.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of that cinema. It's just feels like it used to be there.
Yeah. If it became 5 screens, do you think you would go?
No, I just go to Hoyt's. What's the point of going to Avoca when it loses all its character?
Yeah.
That's why I go to Avoca, because I love the character of the theatre there.
So if it was yours, you'd do nothing?
That's right, I do nothing. I just leave it like it is. That's the huge attraction.
Yeah.
So these are the folks that we'd like to find and reach. Maybe you can help. That is, if they want to be in touch with us, of course. If they do, we'll fill them in on the fact that single screens like ours are not doomed, that they're operating up and down the coast quite successfully, and also that with multiplexes, every screen needs about 6,000 people to support it. So our town is just not big enough for 5 screens, let alone the incredible parking problem.